Hello, friends. Welcome back. If you're back, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. My name is Janine. My pronouns are she and her, and today I'm going to be working more on my puzzle. That was me checking to make sure my mic sound is on. It is. Good. If you are new here and you weren't here yesterday, I did the outside and part of the sky. And so we're going to start today on the sky section. And I guess I'll get started. I'm going to try to project a little bit better than I did yesterday because I did watch back a bunch of the video. And I definitely got pretty mumbly when I was facing away from the mic, which makes sense. But again, I say, I'm not buying a lav. So it is what it is. What else was I going to say? Oh, I was super excited yesterday to go eat pancakes after the stream. And I did go eat the pancakes, but my dumb self forgot that I'm lactose intolerant. That was dumb. So the pancakes were not the joyous occasion that I had been hoping for and wanting. And instead, I dairied myself, and it wasn't a fun time. My poor stomach is like, what did you do to me? Why did you do it? What did I do to you? Yeah. Oh, I was once again going to listen to a podcast while I was doing this, but I'm remembering that yesterday it was really hard to watch, and also it was hard for me to talk when I had the headphones in, so I'm gonna try to go rogue. So the plan today is like just an hour or so. I think that because I did watch back most of yesterday's, and unless folks show up and we're having fun, the plan is just an hour. Of course, it's a puzzle, so I could go forever, but I'm gonna try to do other stuff with my day. Last time I had this whole like thoughts of things that I wanted to say while getting things ready, and while I was working on the puzzle, but I don't really have thoughts. So you're gonna get more stream of consciousness today. I tried to move the camera a little bit so that you can see me. So you can see me when I am over here working on the puzzle. Obviously that didn't work super great. Eventually what I need to do is get a camera that's there more. But if I turn this any much more, then you see my easel. I guess that's fine. You could see my easel, but that's what happened. That's where we are. Yeah. So I do notice that there is like slight variation. This is the thing with sky, right? Is it's almost never exactly one color. It's almost always a gradient of some kind. And I can tell that some of these are bluer than others. But the problem is I haven't really identified where bluer things go and where like grayer things go, which is of course crucial to actually getting pieces in. That was also very satisfying. Ooh, that was 3 in a row. That's some real intuitive puzzle solving right there. starting the stream off hot. Yeah. Ooh. Getting to know the pieces. It's happening. No, it's not happening anymore. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the void. So excited to see you. And by void, I of course mean the abyss. Sometimes the abyss likes to pretend it's a void, but they're different things. They're different things, and I'm glad to have. This is literally the piece I just sat down. Does it go this way? Thanks, brain. This is literally the. I don't know what I was gonna say. The abyss. I talk to the abyss. That's my good friend. That's who we hang with. It's fun when there are people in the abyss, but also it is 9:30 on a Sunday, so I'm sure people have other things to be doing on their Sundays, but maybe this would be a fun breakfast thing to do. I don't know. It's what I again with me saying that I am making this content because I enjoy it. And I guess maybe someday it will be I who is eating my breakfast and watching myself from the past puzzle. I think I'm doing the thing again where I'm mumbling too much away from the camera. And I'm going to watch this back and be annoyed that I can't hear properly what I am saying, because I need to project better when I am not facing the camera. You see this? I just pick up the piece and then it goes into place. It's intuitive. It's just happening. No, that was wrong. Doesn't always happen, but it does feel nice when it does. It's really the thing. It's very nice. I like it a lot. No, I think I just tried that piece too. So far, this puzzle in general, I like the pieces. Unsurprisingly, I have opinions about like what makes good puzzle pieces, and I like a good, like irregular piece because I think they're more fun. Like, are they also probably easier because the pieces are more identifiable? Yes. Those puzzles that are like every piece is exactly the same except for the edges, and so you can complete the entire puzzle but it can be completely wrong. It's not a puzzle for me. That's not what I want. I did have these cool puzzles from my aunt last year that were like basically 4 mini puzzles that you did, but you didn't know which pieces went to each of the mini puzzles. And then when you finished the mini puzzles, there was another like packet of pieces to do, and it revealed something secret about the puzzle. And I really liked it because the pieces themselves were really good. They were like a really good texture. They clicked in really well. There's nothing worse than like a puzzle where the pieces don't click in properly. Ugh. It's the worst. It's genuinely the worst. Like if you have figured out where a piece goes and it doesn't stay there because the puzzle is rude, I'm not a fan of that puzzle. That's what we're getting at here is. That is something that would make me not enjoy a puzzle, which is, of course, why people become brand loyal, or theoretically could become brand loyal to different puzzle brands because you know the quality of puzzle piece that you're getting. And like that it will work properly. Really? Nobody? Is it you? It's you. Yeah. So, those are some Sunday morning musings. What else? So the podcast I was going to watch, unsurprisingly, a knitting podcast, because that aside from puzzling is one of my preferred keeping the hands busy activity. It keeps the brain less busy than puzzling does, which can be good sometimes. Like for instance, if you're trying to hold a conversation with somebody, then it's a lot better to be, for me, to be knitting than to be puzzling, but I don't know. Could be. You know the nice thing, you don't know. The nice thing that I'm enjoying about having done the sky is I'm getting some of that like finishing the puzzle feeling very early on in the puzzle. That was really nice. Okay, so the next pieces I pulled out yesterday when I was doing that sorting are all this like cloudy, muddy, far away from the camera rock situation. So I think we'll do that next. Hopefully I don't drop any of the pieces off the back of my desk table thing. Hopefully. That's the hope. Ooh. No, see, you don't go there, but I want you to go there. This is going to be the story. Is me wanting pieces to go places that they don't want to go. I was saying yesterday that I do a lot of self-narration, and I did a lot of self-narration as a kid, like internally. So a lot of the monologuing that you're getting from me is that. It's like what I would have monologued to myself as I was doing the thing. Which I guess is good. I don't know. It's kind of neutral, really. It is what it is. It do be what it be. I'm like adjusting to the pieces now, like figuring out what colors they are and such, and what directions the stones go, and you know, all of the things you would need to know to figure out where a piece goes. This feels like it should be, yeah. That piece was like fuzzier. And that piece had a tiny bit of sky. I missed the tiniest bit of sky when I was pulling out my sky pieces yesterday. That's okay. Got it in the end. Yes. Okay. The other thing is, as I started pulling out these pieces partway through pulling pieces yesterday when I was sorting for the sky. And so there very well may be pieces that are just missing. And then we'll go through the sorting process again. You can really tell that texture. This area has like a very, very clear texture. And by clear, I don't mean actually clear, because it's not actually clear. Hello, no one. How's it going out there? In the abyss. I hope it's well. It's a very muddy texture, so it's like very distinct. And it's pretty easy to pull those pieces out that belong there. Yeah. I feel like I've kind of gotten through that really distinct section now, so now I must once again into it. I am just gonna pull this closer and enjoy the fact that you can see the bottom of my mic stand. I'm gonna pull this closer to my face partially because now you can hear me better. Exciting. But also it was blocking some of the light. And you can tell from the fact that I don't have the shades closed today on my window that it is very bleh outside today. Technical term, bleh. It's very bleh outside today, and so I need more light in here. I have all of the lights I have in here turned up, but there's less balance than there was yesterday. I think if I do get a camera eventually that goes in front of my face, I will also need to get a ring light and pretend I'm a beauty YouTuber. They were the first ones with the ring lights, in my knowledge anyway. Because they were called beauty lights. And they're beauty YouTubers. But I think that would help with the fact that like half of my face is in shadow. The light, I think I said yesterday that the light that I'm using as my like softbox light is actually a happy light, which like basically means that I am doing what you're supposed to do with happy lights. Although I think you're not supposed to sit in front of them for quite as long as I am ending up sitting in front of this one. That you're supposed to like sit in front of them for a period of time. And I generally find the light very aggressive. But in this context, it's pretty okay, especially because it's helping me see the puzzle pieces, so I'm less angry at it. That's fun. Ugh. No, that definitely doesn't go there. I don't know. I'm trying to put that there. It's here, maybe? I don't know. Um, yesterday I was talking about the puzzle I did that had like a overlay on it that was holographic. So there was like a picture under the holograph, and then they had put some sort of coating on it to make it cool and holographic. Cool for the kids. I don't know. And that's what made it so hard to see the actual image, because it wasn't that the image was like holographic like that. It was that it had this coating over the top, and so I couldn't really tell. That does not go there. I couldn't really tell what the colors were a lot of the time. And so that was really difficult. And now I am thinking about that in the context of this puzzle and how... Really? I really thought that went there. Oh, I guess no, the green goes this way. I'm thinking about it in the context of this puzzle and how important it is that I can actually see the colors on the pieces, which of course it's important to be able to see what the pieces look like, to be able to know where the pieces should go. Like, obviously, that is crucial to doing a puzzle. Sometimes my brain tells me things and I'm like, yeah, duh, of course. That is for sure a thing. Well, it definitely goes around here somewhere. Oh boy. You go here? No. I didn't think so. You go here. No. Go here? No. I definitely don't have all of the pieces. I am now acknowledging I do not have all of the pieces. I tried this already, didn't I? Do not have all of the pieces to solve this. Ooh. Today. And by today, I mean in this particular moment, because probably most of the pieces are in that box. Right there. And I just need to go searching for them. Which is okay. Searching time is easier. Talking time. I guess that means I need to think about what I will be saying in that time. It just feels like it should go here somewhere. Do you go horizontal? No. Go here? Troublemaker. Knew you were. What was I thinking about? There. Okay. Really, you don't go here? No, really doesn't. Really, it really does not. This is much too green. This goes over here somewhere. Okay, so we're back to looking through the puzzle box and chatting. Oh, that was a thing I was thinking about doing. There were two things I was thinking about doing this morning. And this is the danger of streaming early in the morning when your brain hasn't completely woken up. Is that I was thinking last night that the box, I had gotten some orange chocolate sponge candy, and I finished it, and I was thinking, oh, the box from this would be really good for sorting pieces. I'm gonna start sorting. And I was also thinking last night that I should grab the handy travel puzzle board thing that you can like close up the puzzle and then relocate it so that you don't lose all your surfaces, which is nice. It's very lovely. And I didn't do either of those things, so we're still with the 2 boxes we were with before, and we really should be starting to sort types of pieces out now. And that's very difficult. So I don't have a lot of places to sort them into, and definitely not places that you can see me sorting them. Oh, my hand is covered by me right now. Oh well. Okay. So I am looking primarily at the moment for more of this like very cloudy, fuzzy picture. But as I'm doing it, I am also pulling things that have like tiny little flowers. Yeah, tiny little flowers, and also things that have a very out of focus big thing on them. That one's not a great example. There's another one in here that's a better example, maybe. Yeah, so this bit over here is like really out of focus, and this bit is really crisp. There's some sort of flower thing that was close to the camera. And so that is what I am pulling out right now. I feel like the other main textures that I'm going to have to deal with are roofs. They're like 60 million red tile roofs. I mean, there can't be 60 million because literally this is only at maximum a 1,000-piece puzzle. So that can't be a thing. But it feels like there are. And then there's some really bright green. And then there's some like, it's not terracotta. This color, the stuff that, stucco maybe? It's not quite stucco. Anyway, stuff that they put on the outside of houses. I think those are the main things eventually I'm going to have to sort. So I've been trying to pay attention to things that are kind of unique. So like these little flowers, like that. And then of course, as I was saying before, these really fuzzy pieces where the focus is really out of focus. Pull those out as I'm going through so that I don't have to go through a million times. But this is why sorting boxes are essential for puzzling. Because you need to be able to see all your pieces. And like group them. I guess it's not that this is bad to have to keep going through the boxes. It's just that it's inefficient. Inefficient. But as I'm going through, I am starting to get kind of an understanding of like what kind of pieces exist in this puzzle and what groupings would be useful. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about how sad it is that I left those boxes and stuff outside of the room. There's of course nothing stopping me from getting them aside from I'm sitting down now and I don't want to. No, I know. So I was saying that the pancakes didn't end up fulfilling my dreams because I forgot that I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't really forget. It's just that like sometimes dairy causes me pain and problems. Whoop. Okay, we're good. And sometimes it doesn't. And I just pretend that always it won't. And sometimes that's very incorrect. Are you? Oh. I feel like I've maybe been not pulling. I'm going to have to go back through this. There's some like the stuff that lives in this land here. It's not quite what I was supposed to be looking for, but unsurprisingly, I am eventually going to have to go through all of these pieces again. So it goes. It's also funny when you like find a kind of piece that you want to start pulling out. The robot vacuum started again. I'm like, what is going on upstairs? It's my good friend, the robot vacuum. So sometimes, like, I can eat an ice cream cone and it's fine. And I can eat, like, I can eat some cheeses, which is not really surprising because not all cheeses have lactose. So, like, I can eat some nice sharp cheddars, and that's not a problem. But yesterday, I think the problem with the pancakes was that they had buttermilk in them instead of regular milk. And I think milk is really one of those things that it does get me, especially if I feel like it builds up. So especially if it's built up. And so between the buttermilk that was in the pancakes and the mocha whipped cream that obviously had cream in it, I'm pretty sure that's where I went wrong. That is the reason that my abdomen is in pain today. Well, and pretty much all of yesterday. It was not my finest hour. So the other thing I was saying is you don't really know if assorting, I'm going to say regime. That's not the word I want. There's a word I want. Paradigm. You won't find out if your like sorting paradigm is good until you've gotten through all of the pieces and then seen how much of a pile that paradigm has netted you. So for instance, this flower one is going over here. The flower one's going pretty well. So I don't have a ton. The out of focus, there's a flower in the way. There are more of. But I still think it's a good choice. I think I'll just have to subdivide within that. To make it more useful to get pieces that connect to each other. Are you Sky? I think you are Sky. Another Sky piece I missed. Hello. Hi, Lando. How are you? Are you having fun this morning? I was just talking about how I dared myself yesterday. I got these orange chocolate pancakes that I expected to be chocolate pancakes with orange. They were not. Or buttermilk pancakes. And anyway, it did not go as hoped. It was very sad. We're at a sorting point right now. It's the most exciting part of puzzling. It's not the most exciting What are you doing while you're watching me puzzle this morning, Lando? I was thinking that Laura would enjoy this, but Laura is working. You can watch the old streams though. They're gonna stay up on the channel, so you can pretend that you're watching. Sorry, we have a robot vacuum and it's going thud thud on my yoga mat right now. Just a gentle friend. Oh, Zephyr. Hi, Zephyr. How's it going? Pokemon Violet. I have never, aside from Pokemon Go, I guess Pokemon Go is a Pokemon game I have played. I've never played Pokemon. Which, like, it's because I wasn't allowed to have, oh, good. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. It's like chill. Putting pieces in the early part where I did the sky this morning. When this started, I had like this bit done, but not this and this. And I had those pieces already sorted from yesterday. And so it was just very satisfying putting pieces in. But yeah, I was saying I never played Pokemon when I was a kid. My parents had a ban on gaming devices. It's interesting to think about like what they would have a ban on now, and if I were a child now and they were not the age they are now. Oh, well, maybe I'll think about it. I have a Switch now, so maybe I'll think about doing Pokemon. The thing is I have found that if I'm going to do a game, I would prefer to do a puzzle or knit, mostly. Or, I was saying yesterday, there's a app. I called it Hue yesterday, but it's not called Hue. It's called I Love Hue, and I Love Hue too, but it's spelled Hue. Because the Hue app is what controls lights. It's like a light bulb Philips Hue thing. That's that app. But I Love Hue is an app that you get a bunch of tiles that are different colors and you have to slide them into the right spots so that they create a gradient. And I almost always would prefer to do that than a more cognitively challenging task. It's very zen. Highly recommend. If you're looking for another thing to trap all of your attention, you could be Sky. I don't think you are, though. This piece. It could have Sky on it. I don't think it does. You can go over there. Think about you later. How long are you dog sitting for? Yes, they're really good. The one I like between I Love Hue and I Love Hue 2, I recommend I Love Hue 2. I don't remember if that one's paid or not. But I Love Hue gives you like 15 credits a day towards gaming. And each game costs 3 credits, so you can do 5 in a day. Or, of course, yeah, I don't do TikTok, though. I probably would have the best chance of like getting somewhere in terms of other people seeing this content on TikTok, because of the way their algorithm works is like they just feed things to random people. But I'm not on TikTok. I just see the TikTok things that get sent to me on Instagram, which is really nice because it's like all of the really curated stuff by people that I follow on Instagram. Yeah. I'm bad at marketing, Lando. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. It's not my skill set. You're welcome to, like, I don't know, crop things and share over there. I don't mind. What was I saying about saying something? I don't know. It's gone now. So I never had, ooh, that was very satisfying. I never had a Game Boy. My brother bought a Game Boy off someone on the bus when he was in high school, and it was like the old gray Game Boy. And when he went off to college, I liberated it, but it only had Super Mario on it, and I am very bad at things that involve hand-eye coordination. So I did not get very far in that game. Sometimes I couldn't even get past the first, to the first flag. I like the game. I find platformers delightful. I was not good at the game. Oh, although if we're talking about video games that I have enjoyed, there's a computer game called The Return of the Obra Dinn, which is really good. It's a really good game. The person who made it also made Papers, Please, and I think one other game that I'm now forgetting. But what was nice about it is I get quite motion sick from games that are look like 3D, not shooting at you 3D, but they're not 2D. Planar humans, they have a third dimension. And so the games that he does are much more 80s, early 90s, simple. I think he's the only one who works on them, which explains a lot of that, because you need a lot of artists and coders and whatnot to make them more 3D games. Anyway, so the premise of the game is that you are an insurance adjuster for a ship where a bunch of people died, and you have to figure out what happened. And there's flashbacks that you can kind of walk through. I think it did, the year it came out, it was one of the top games of that year. It was really good. Highly recommend if you're looking for a nice kind of puzzly game. This is the thing, is I like puzzles. What a surprise. So I like puzzles, and I like games that are not 3D. So if you're gonna drag me away from my knitting and YouTube watching, that was also very satisfying. That's gonna be what does it. There's another one. Oh, The Witness. I played a couple years ago, and by I played, I mean I watched my partner play. I have not heard of Disco Elysium. I'll have to look it up. The Witness was good, though. That was another one of those puzzle games, and I really liked the beginning of Portal. I don't remember if it was the beginning of Portal 1 or Portal 2, but when they're training you and you learn how to do the puzzles, and it's a very clear task of a puzzle that you're trying to solve. I think this is a car. This is the front of a car. Maybe that's what that is. They're kind of the same blue, and they both have branchies. So I feel like they go together. This might actually be sky. This is actually sky. It goes right there. Yay. Was I saying? Oh, I liked Portal 2 at the beginning when it was very clear tasks and solving the mental gymnastics of how to get to a place. And then I did not like the scary death escape part of Portal. But that's not surprising, because in general, I don't like scary things. This paradigm. Ooh, surreal detective story. Okay. I will ask Chris, though, because he will probably actually play the game. I'll let him do some research and see if he would be interested in playing it, because that's kind of like, if I'm gonna game, I want it to be a communal thing. We were just doing, we've mostly finished Final Fantasy VII, finally, the remake, and I was knitting and Chris was playing, and so that was nice because I could look away when I was getting too nauseous. But I had watched the Final Fantasy, there's a movie, right? That was around in the mid-2000s. I had watched that before and remembered literally nothing from it. I was saying about Portal. Oh, yeah, I can't do scary. Can't do scary things. I don't like it. I don't like when things are trying to kill me. I got a recommendation the other day for, it's like a Fox 2D kind of game that did really well last year, I think. And now I won't remember the name of that game. Yes. I will not spoil myself. I think he won't want to go. He'll want to like look at, I don't know, not necessarily reviews, but like, yeah. But I will definitely look up Disco Elysium. Also, I just like saying the word Elysium. No scary, no Furby. Yes. It's because Furbies are scary, though. That's like the same rule. There's also in that rule is no gremlins. And you definitely shouldn't feed Furbies after midnight, because I am convinced that they become gremlins. Like, you can't tell me those aren't the same species. There's no way. Gizmo is related to Furbies. That's definitely my, ooh. No! There's a piece missing. I know you guys go together. You go here, though. Okay, so this goes here. Missing pieces. I was saying yesterday when I was streaming, this is, I don't, Grandma. Yeah, no, but I can't watch this. I can't watch Gremlins 2. I still have recurring nightmares from the first Gremlins and also from the movie Volcano. I used to have recurring nightmares from the movie Volcano and from E.T. Like, it's just something about it. So I was going to say that the plan is for this puzzle, Saturday mornings, I'm going to stream probably 9:30 to 10:30, maybe 9:30 to 11, depending on how sucked into the puzzle I get. That'll keep it going for a little while, but not on February 11th because I have to run an event at the museum. So I actually have to work on that weekend, which I guess is okay. It's much better than and I had to work every weekend. Although there are benefits to working every weekend. Primarily that, I feel like this goes up here. Primarily that you can do things during the weekdays, like go to IKEA when no one's there. Love IKEA. I haven't been to IKEA in ages. Mostly because of the stupid panty pan. Also, did not have a car for like the last 4 years. So I was pretty much only going to IKEA when I was visiting Orlando, and obviously that hasn't happened very much recently. Are you a bird? There's some sort of white mystery something on this piece. It could be a bird. We don't know. It's a mystery. Oh, you're out of focus. You are out of focus, sir. You are also out of focus. I might do flowers before out of focus because there are fewer pieces on this side than there are on the other. Yeah, see, let's go to IKEA. I don't know the next time I'm gonna end up in Orlando. Hopefully soon. My parents are going in March, I think. So I'm trying to debate if I want to hop on that ride or not. It could not be great. But if I did and I spun it into visiting you guys, that would be fun. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So I have found a couple more pieces that are definitely this area pieces. And I was going to explain to you, have I told you my ethos of intuitive puzzle solving? It really has, like, it's mostly one tenet. Intuitive puzzle solving means I don't look at the picture. I miss you guys too. If DeSantis wasn't so horrible. The weather is much nicer down there. I have not. Okay, so intuitive puzzling, and you can go back to watch yesterday's video, which is 2.5 hours when I'm done streaming today. I promise it's mostly engaging for the 2.5 hours. You can learn about my childhood. Or maybe when Laura gets home from work, you guys can watch together and do puzzles yourselves or knit or whatever. The premise is you open the box and then you never look at the picture again. And then everything else about doing the puzzle is entirely based on visual. And I don't like sort by piece shape. Like some people, when they are trying to figure out where pieces go, they like will sort into well, these are all 2 2s and this is a 3 1 and then like line them up. And I don't do that. I just sort by like the color. I keep wanting this piece to go here. It still doesn't go there. I just sort by like color and feel and texture of the pieces. And then that is how I figure out where things go. It's like by feel. I call it intuitive puzzling. No, it doesn't. Maybe that goes there. Yeah. So it's very like I let the pieces talk to me. And then after a while, that's where that goes. After I've done the puzzle for a while and like kind of gotten to know the pieces and how they behave, then I can get to a point where basically I can pick up a piece and immediately put it where it goes, which happened for a little bit in the sky section, which is exciting. Yeah. So it involves a lot of sorting. My other tenet of doing puzzles is I prefer my puzzles to be at least 1,000 pieces. So I feel like otherwise they don't last long enough. But yesterday I was saying I did do a puzzle that was like 500 pieces, and I was like, oh, I'll have this done in a day. Not even, I'll like have something to do for the next 2 hours, and then I can go to bed. And actually what happened was that the holographic box on it was telling me that it was a holographic puzzle. And I couldn't see the colors well enough to be able to like know what the pieces looked like. So it was really hard to actually put anything together because they were hiding from me basically. So rude. Yeah. But yeah, so there's never any, when I'm doing a puzzle, there's never any like, let me look at this piece. This piece has a tiny table on it. Where on that picture is that piece? And then I will place the piece in that general area. It's all like, this texture is fuzzier. It must go here. This texture is like more in focus. This texture is less in focus. Which I think like you then get to really pay more attention to what the pieces are telling you about their lives. And that's how you can then intuitively solve the puzzle. Because you like, they speak to you. They tell you where they want to go. I have definitely missed some little flower pieces in these boxes. That's okay. Get them eventually. Yeah. And that's also kind of why I was like, this would be an interesting thing to stream. Because I feel like I'm kind of odd about how I puzzle. I was also saying yesterday that I thought this would be fun to stream because I was thinking about like all of the other video content that I could make. And then I was like, but at the end of it, I've only talked into the abyss for an hour or two. So this way, at the end of my talking into the abyss, although there's a person in the abyss, hello, it is lovely to have someone to be chatting to. There's like a purpose to it, and at the end I can have a beautiful finished puzzle. Also, I like watching other people do puzzles. I like doing puzzles. I was saying yesterday that I probably should have done like market research into the puzzling community about what people do and like made friends over there and then done this. But I didn't want to be like spoiled. Didn't want to do things because other people were doing them. Do you go over here? I feel like this goes over here somewhere. Speak to me. Speak to me of your people. The puzzle people. Did you ever watch The Puzzle Place as a kid? You might have been too old for it. I think I was like on the edge of too old for it. Puzzle place, puzzle place. We're going to puzzle place. I don't really know what it had to do with puzzles. I do remember though one time when I was sick, I watched a lot of it, but almost never besides that did I watch The Puzzle Place. Okay, yeah. Lots of puppets. That's like, I remember the theme song and the lots of puppets. And that's about all I remember from this. Okay, that's a solid chunk. Where do you go? Are you part of this? You have the same roof, so like I want you to go there, but I don't know if you do. I don't know. Yeah. Oop, that was another good one. Wonder where you go. So I think all of this fuzzy stuff goes in like this corner here. And now I have this chunk that I think will eventually go somewhere. Do you go here? No. They're the same kind. But I might have gotten as far as this chunk of pieces goes. Do you go here? Do you go here? No. Yeah, let's relocate these guys. Do some, why are you in here? I think I just liked this roof. Does it go here? No. Does it go here? No. I just pulled that because that roof looked like roofs up there. But there's like 60 million roofs in this puzzle. Okay, I'm going to be working in this bottom corner though, so let me relocate myself. There we go. So that you can see the bottom corner. It's where all these fuzzy boys go. I don't know about you guys. Okay. You caught a mouse Pokemon named her Janine. I bought a plate the other day, and it's like, it says Pancake Destroyer on it, and it's got a little mouse on it, and it's very delightful. But I did not eat my pancakes on it yesterday, so maybe that's why they were terrible. If that was the secret to having the pancakes not destroy my tummy, was putting it on the Pancake Destroyer plate. But I had used the Pancake Destroyer plate the day before. It was in the dishwasher because I got a cake. I very dangerously live very near to a bakery that I follow on Instagram. And they're on DoorDash too. So the baker will like make Insta reels of cakes that they have, and they will then sell them. So I bought a $25 Cookie Monster cake, which is not made of cookie. You could get chocolate or vanilla. I, of course, got chocolate. And it was delicious, but I ate it on the Pancake Destroyer plate because I really like that plate. I have a Pancake Destroyer plate that's got a mouse on it, and then from the same artist, Jim Bob Art, I got a plate a little while ago that says "More waffles, please," and has another woodland creature of some kind on it. And they're very delightful. I like them a lot, and they're some of my favorite plates that we have, so I will often choose to eat off of them. So I got the Cookie Monster cake from nearby and then ate it off of the Happy Plate. And so then when I was eating pancakes, I didn't have the pancake plate. That was silly. I knew the pancakes were coming because the box that I got delivered on Friday, and I knew it was going to get delivered on Friday. But I was silly. And I did not do that. I also, from this bakery around Christmas, got a Grinch cake. And that one was funfetti. And that was delicious also. Very many delicious bakeries. Very, very many. There's a bunch of these that have like slight orange, and I know that surely, there we go, some of the slight orange autofocus flowers must go together. The bakery also does cake jars. Yes, I got two. I know you are roofs. Oh, maybe you go over here? No, not yet. The bakery also does cake jars, and I have a mild addiction to them. And so now we have lots of, I don't think I have any that I can grab to hand. I have lots of jars now, and I don't know what to do with. Don't know what to do with them all. I like put some yarn in some of them, and I store some of the. I'm just thinking about how these edges don't line up, and I need to remember that in this puzzle, things can be bigger than they feel like they can be. To my normal brain. Yeah, so I use some of them for like food storage, but it's a little bit out of control. But of course, if I was going to get a cake, a Cookie Monster cake from the bakery, I also needed to get cake jars. So I got an orange chocolate cake jar. I think that one is not pretending to be orange chocolate, and is actually buttermilk pancakes with real buttermilk that will make my tummy hurt. I think it's just delicious, delicious orange chocolate. Go up here. Do you go here? No. Do you go here? Also no. This feels like your home though. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew it was its home. I was saying yesterday I need to make like a playlist of copyright-free music and play it for the times when I get too focused on what I'm doing and the talking is harder, or I run out of thoughts on my current thought and it takes me some time to have a new thought. Anybody else orange? Are you orange? Maybe. Mabel B. Okay, I'm gonna set that chunk aside. Oh, I was like, why is this piece in here? It's because it has a tiny bit at the bottom. That's because I feel like you're fuzzier. Over here somewhere. Oh, is it this? No. No. Somewhere over here though. There's more fuzziness. Let's look at pieces that have more fuzziness. This is a very funny like hole. It's like long and then let's put it on my higher contrast. It's like long but then round. Okay, it was lovely hanging with you. I think I'll probably be on for like another 10-15 minutes. Thanks for joining me. Have fun with Zeph. You are a mysterious piece, and I will figure out your corresponding mystery. This is one of the rare times that I do look at the shape of a piece as if it's like there's something really strange about it. That is really strange. Where did it go? Somewhere down here. Is it? No. All right, welcome back, Abyss. Happy to have you to give me company. This piece and this piece are quite similar. This piece looks like it could go down here, but it's got a different kind of flower. I don't know. That felt really satisfying. Hadn't had one in so long, and there one is. Now I have a little bit of more knowledge about its surroundings. This really feels like it should go round about there. Not a lot of. Oh, it does go there. So funny. That's like a very clear instance of yesterday when I was saying like somebody's probably looking at pieces and thinking, those pieces go together, why don't you put them together? That's annoying. What was I thinking about? What was I thinking about? I do not know. It's a lot easier to chat to people who are there and into the abyss. Like once I haven't had thoughts to say for a little while. That's really where the other people being around is helpful. Maybe I can get some of this done. This definitely goes around here somewhere. This has rock on it. There, yeah. Okay. It's interesting to me how much slower I am puzzling while trying to talk also. I guess that makes sense. Like, ooh, my brain told me to do that. And I wasn't even like processing that was a thing that I was doing. The intuitive puzzling is happening. But yeah, it's a lot different. This goes this way, I think. Or this way? It's definitely one of these two ways, but the branches look happier this way. It's a lot different puzzling and talking like that. But some of the like the brain says these things go together is happening, which is like the hallmark of intuitive puzzling. No, that definitely has to. No, I'm trying to make it go the other direction. It like 100% has to go if it's attached to this. Up and down. This piece should be really obvious. I must not have pulled it. Or it must not have had enough fuzzy on it for me to categorize it with the fuzzies. I feel like you should go there and you don't go there. You go there though. That's a good one. Does the roof go this way? Does the roof go this way? Someday we'll know. Someday, when I'm awfully low. I'm doing the mumbly thing where I'm not talking to the mic again. Okay. I do think I'll do this for another 10 minutes. If anybody else comes to say hi, that will be delightful. But it feels like this goes here. Otherwise, I mean, even if somebody does come to say hello, I think I will go then, and do some other things with my day. There's a tiny wall on this piece. There's a different tiny wall on this piece. It does not go there. I feel like I've tried to make it go there several times and it just, that's not where it goes. Okay. Just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. I think those pieces do go together though. Yeah? Every time I make that ant noise, it's because my head is hitting this camera. This camera. Do you guys?
That was very satisfying.
Look at how happy. Look at how happy these two pieces are together. They're so happy. And it has this tiny bit of blue. And so I feel like it lives in this mountainy area. But it might just be blue car or something. So it doesn't look like there's space over there for such a thing. You go this way. I do think that you go that way. Oh, that's a car too. It's a bit of car. What else? I was thinking about like YouTubers I've been enjoying recently that are kind of out of the crafting and beauty YouTuber lands, which is mostly where I spend my time. A little bit in the science lands, but not a ton. And I've really been enjoying Dank Pods, who like looks at old. It's so weird to me that like things from the early 2000s just like don't work anymore. It's in my head. That was not that long ago. I guess that's what it's what it means to be getting older. But I've been enjoying his stuff, and he has that content, which is always interesting. He mostly talks about like iPods and other little nuggets related to that. But he also has a car channel where he like refurbs cars, or he doesn't. His friend does, and then he drives them, which is pretty delightful. Do you fit? No, just pretending to fit. So I've been watching a lot of that lately. What else have I been consuming? I listen to Busy Phillips' podcast a lot, which I would recommend. I think it is very good. There we go. That was satisfying. No, I do think these are friends, though. Somehow these things are friends. And what else? Oh, I haven't watched super recently because there hasn't been the quality of their content is so high that they don't release content that often, excuse me. But I really enjoy defunct land who like goes into old Disney rides and also other rides, like other theme parks, and like explores their stories. I find that content really compelling. My voice is also very clearly going, so I do think that 11 o'clock will be a good time. To hop off. But we've made some good progress. Do you actually go there? I don't know. Yeah, no, that does have some lines that go through it. That'll be a good time to hop off because my voice clearly is out of practice. Oh, you go over here somewhere. You for sure go over here somewhere. You are this piece. I thought I didn't have this piece, and the whole time I had this piece. Chaos. Does that mean this goes over here too? It might. It might just. There's like this wall, which is confusing. I don't know how to process that. Oh, maybe this way. Maybe this is a house, and there's a bush, and there's another house. Not there, though. It does not connect there, although. Come here, you. Come on. This could be this house. Because this could be this. This is road. This is house. This is roof. So at least I know that about those pieces. Here? No. This is where if I were a person who wasn't an intuitive puzzle solver, I would look at the box and then place the piece adjacent to where it goes, because I do have a lot of information about the piece. But then I wouldn't be intuitively solving the puzzle. And where is the fun in that? I ask you. Plenty of people be like, that is the fun. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun, and you don't ruin it. Out here ruining fun. All right. I think we're going to end the stream here. It was lovely hanging out with Lando today, and you who are maybe watching this afterwards. Thanks for hanging out with me. We got some good chunks done. Lots of connections are happening. Some stuff is up there. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, Saturday, at probably 9:30. And we'll see how long we go until. Bye.